Alright, so we got some high guard attacks that we're just going to try to reclose our guard high up on his shoulder here. So pulling him in, and we're going to go to his side, and my guard is closed around his waist right now. I want to close my guard around one of his shoulders. So we can climb up to it, or we can do a little more dynamic pushing the elbow, because the main thing that's blocking you from getting the high guard is this elbow is keeping your leg. So we got to get that elbow and then reclose. And then here we can walk it up tight. And I'm going to pinch my knees together, and we could just arm bar right here. It's a really great move. And then typically he'll pull that arm out, and then we're going to attack the triangle. So we're trying to arm bar him. He pulls it out. We go all the way up with our hips, and then we can attack our triangle from last week. See you guys on the mat. So we get to our triangle, however we get to it. He hides his arm. We're going to attack the omoplata, so we're coming to the side here. We want to grab the elbow, and I like to grab the pants and the gi here. And then when I come to the side, I try to straighten him down like that. I want his shoulder and his hip on the ground, and then I'm coming up for the finish there. So I didn't think the omoplata was a move you could finish until I learned how to spread them out like that. I just thought it was some fancy move that didn't really work. So we're just setting it up from the triangle here. Grab the pants, grab the elbow, and then the back of our knee is eating the back of his armpit, and we're moving to the side, and we're putting his shoulder on the ground here. At this point, I'm going to let go of his pants, and it's a race for me to get my elbow to the other side of his hip so that I can start my finish. If you're unable to break them down, I wouldn't even try to finish the omoplata if his knees were under him here. I wouldn't sit up like this. I'm never going to get it. But that's going to be a common situation that happens. So one thing I like to do is looking for the toe hold here. The other thing is we got a few sweeps we can do that are really good from here. One is if he postures up, we're going to roll over our shoulder here, taking him with us, and then we can attack his arm when we land, or we just go in the cross side. The other sweep we can do from omoplata that's really good is as he tries to walk over our head. It's called the log roll. We're going to hook his leg, straighten our legs, and roll there. So the submission can be harder to get at higher levels because they're not going to let you flatten them out, but that's what you want to try to do. And then any of those sweeps is a good time.
Okay, so we're here in the full guard. We're doing a omoplata variation. So from full guard, we're going to pull with our legs and try to put his hands to the ground. So I pull with my legs, put his hands onto the ground. And now from here, I'm going to control his elbow, and I can try to push him away, and I'm going to move to the side to start attacking the omoplata. So from here, I can continue to push him away with my hand and bring my foot over the side of his head. And now, if we were going to go to the normal omoplata, we would be both feet facing this way, but instead, we're going to take our leg and we're going to lace it above our toes and then hook it underneath the guy's head or his armpit. And so from here, let's turn slightly. I want to control his pant sleeve at his heel and push it away as much as I can. If I don't do this, he's going to hop over with his foot, and I'm going to end up having to chase him. If I hold it, he can't do that. So we're here. My other hand, I'm going to reach and try to find his palm like I'm going to shake his hand and hug it to my chest. And so now I can put my foot on the ground a little bit and turn my knees until they're both squeezed into his ribs. And now I still have this hand hugged in. And now if I want to finish this arm bar, I'm going to push my hips down and pull his hand up towards my hip to get the tap. So here, hugging it to my chest and hugging it upwards like this as I squeeze down with my top leg to get this tap. He may try to roll from here. So if he does end up rolling, and maybe I lose this, that's not going to work. But I mean roll forward if I lose this. Yep, I'm going to start losing it. But I'm going to pull and stay with him. And then I can throw this leg over and still finish this arm bar this side. So once more. We're here. Pulling him forward, hands to the ground. And then I can sit up and start grabbing his elbow and then pushing away to get off to the side. And now from here, my foot can go to his hip and I can bring my other foot over to where his shoulder is. And I'm going to lace this foot over my toes and hook under his head or under his shoulder. Now I'm going to turn towards his legs and try to grab his heel, turning my knees, palm to palm on his hand, then turn in, and I can armbar here. So one other thing that can happen from here is he makes extreme posture. So if he makes very extreme posture, I'm just going to keep that lace on his neck, and I'm going to roll over my shoulder to go all the way to the mount. So it's very easy for me to do that against somebody, no matter his size. So here, here, it's either the armbar attack, or making good posture, roll him over, or I can sit up and start scooting my hips back to get eventually arm bar or a like Kimura attack here. I'm missing it on Jerry because of arm length differences. It's my fault.